What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix, and let's talk about the live-action Gundam movie and why I think it's actually going to succeed. I know how people feel about, anime adaptations of live actions, right? I know how people feel about Netflix live-action movies. Okay, we've seen all the bad live-action movies that Netflix has made based on anime, and with the exception of like Rurouni Kenshin, most of those really sucked, right? Okay, so but seriously, I guess I'm one of those people that just wants to see something work, for God's sakes. I mean, like, because honestly, obviously, I prefer anime. I prefer the manga, for God's sakes. But it is fun watching live action movies, seeing these shows turn into realities, right? So recently, it's been reported that the director for the Netflix Gundam live action movie is going to be Jordan Vogt-Roberts, who worked on Kong Skull Island, right? So I guess this guy, because he already worked on like a giant monster type of movie, he's one of the people that are most suited to direct the live action Gundam movies, having that experience. Jordan Vogt-Roberts told Gundam fans that everything is going to be all right, which I thought was kind of funny.
Alrighty then.
Because it seems to me like this guy kind of understands how people feel about live action movies, how these projects always turn out, right? But just saying that's not going to make people feel any better, right? Most anime fans are not very hopeful of live action adaptations, right? So why is this? Why do I think, out of all people, that the live action Gundam movie is actually going to do very well? Okay, so hear me out. And one of the first examples that is proof is Guillermo del Toro's Pacific Rim. That is right, guys. Guillermo del Toro, Pacific Rim. Okay, so in Pacific Rim, because of course there's also the Transformers movies, right? The Transformers movies, absolutely. The Transformers movie is a great example of how possible it is to make a Gundam movie. But what really convinced people was Guillermo del Toro's Pacific Rim. And I think one of the reasons why people kind of want to go the Guillermo del Toro way is because Guillermo del Toro is actually an anime fan, okay? I mean, there was one time, okay, when Pacific Rim came out, Guillermo del Toro, he went on Toonami, right? He went on Toonami to promote Pacific Rim. That's how cool this is.
Hey guys, got a special treat for all of you today. Meet the man who should need no introduction, but please introduce yourself.
I'm Guillermo del Toro, and I'm here to promote this beautiful, insane movie called Pacific Rim that comes out July 12th.
So give us a little background. What bad stuff's happening that the world needs saving?
When we come into the movie, we come in early into the golden period of the war when the Jaegers are winning. And then we cut to 5 years later, and the war has been now decimated the Jaegers. There were about 30 Jaegers in the world originally, and now there are only 4. And the movie takes place with those last 4 Jaegers in service.
You had me at giant monsters versus giant robots. I'm totally in. Anything else we should know?
The movie.
That's how cool this guy is, right? I mean, talk about being nerdy, right? So the Pacific Rim movie is proof. The Transformers movies, I think there's like 5 Transformers movies by now, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's proof that a good live-action Gundam movie, it's very possible. Also, do not forget we have Unreal Engine 5. We have made it all the way through movie graphics and game graphics with Unreal Engine 5. So there's absolutely no reason why they can't, make this look really nice and really crispy, really just mwah, chef's kiss. Know what I'm saying? So the only thing that could ruin this movie is political correctness. Right, so we have the technology, and we have great examples of giant robot movies out there. We have 2, Transformers and Pacific Rim. Right, those are very successful movies, by the way. Right, so literally the only thing that can ruin this movie is bad writing, and political correctness. Right, and political correctness is something that's been infecting entertainment for years now, for the last like 6-7 years, I think. Right? So if they choose to go the Disney Star Wars way of writing the story, then it doesn't matter how good, you know, the graphics are, how realistic the Gundams look. You know, it won't matter. It's going to fail. Because I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of people are catching up. A lot of people are catching up to the bullshit, and they're starting to ignore a lot of this politically correct crap, right? So, you know, and as far as not Pacific Rim, for the Gundam live action movie being part of Netflix, you know, I think the director, Jordan Vogt-Roberts, knows. I think he might be aware of the disaster that was Netflix Cowboy Bebop live action, the Death Note American version live action, the Fullmetal Alchemist, which I mean, it looks like they had good intentions behind it, but it just sucked. I mean, the Fullmetal Alchemist live action sucked. Again, like I said before, with the exception of Rurouni Kenshin, like most of these live action adaptations just straight up suck, right? Let's just leave it at that. So, yes, that is really the only thing that could ruin this movie is PC and bad writing. But whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit the notification bell for future notifications. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. So if you're into those things, stay up to date. Follow your boy, Andy Matrix, and thank you for watching. This is your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed.